What about you, Claudia? Do you journal?
I've never been able to keep up like with any sort of regularity or for a long period of time in a way that I think would be helpful for me to develop my voice more. I think
Mm,
that's why I'm still so sensitive about it. But if I
mm,
strengthened that muscle, if I was just writing every day, then I think it might be easier to share, to talk about it, to put it up.
Mhm.
Most of what I've written in my life has been specifically for my eyes only. Not because I didn't feel like there were hearers, because I've always had people in my life that said they were willing to read, wanted to read, and I was like, no way. I cannot share. I cannot.
I think it's very courageous to embody what's on your deepest, not just depth, which is profundity, but
Mhm.
depth is also vulnerability.
I've always loved bearing witness to vulnerability. I love a good cry. Other people are crying. They usually don't cry alone. I'm right there with them. And there's certain vulnerabilities that I've been willing to share, and others I'm like, oh, I don't want to share that. I don't want to talk about that.
Mm.
It wasn't totally because I wanted everybody to think that I was strong all the time. And that's not even how I identify strength. But it was more like I didn't want to burden people with my vulnerability.
Yes. Mhm.
But that's so weird because I love other people's vulnerability and it's never felt like a burden to me. So I don't even know where I got that message.
That's why it's rare to find true friendship. This true friendship affords you the opportunities to grow in your strength and who you are in the world, while at the same time be human.
I trust
Mm.
people in my life that I super love. I trust you both. There are other people I trust. But outside of that, I've never really felt like people can actually hold in the way that I can hold them.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's it. And words tell you where you're really at. So why would you share your words?
Yeah. But I've been finding that people are way more beautiful and capable than I ever give them credit for. Do you feel like you can be held by other people?
Sometimes in the moments I need the most, it'll come from the most random way. And then of course there's people consistently that I always feel held by. But I forget to, or I don't want to burden. I shuffle through those emotions regularly. Anytime I'm going through something and I talk to Julie, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I
And
should
what's
have
her response?
transformed this by now.
And what's her response when you try to apologize?
Of course. She's like, what are you talking about? It's friendship. It's just love. She's like, and I'm like, I
Also,
know.
I mean, how can you do better than you're doing? You have to, if you believe in each other,
Mm.
you already know they're doing their best.